Hi guys, so we are making macaroni and cheese today. So what I've got here is some elbow pasta, heavy cream, sour cream, lots of cheddar, some eggs. I did use some salt, which I use this kind that I got at the Dead Sea, and then also chicken bouillon, but it's not in the cubes, it's just in there. You can just shake it out. And then some onion powder, and I'm going to be using some pepper as well. But in my soon-to-be boiling water is these three. Oh, I almost forgot. I did put some olive oil in there so the pasta doesn't stick. So I'm super excited, and this is going to be boiled. Then I'm going to put it in the oven to bake. So come with me on this new journey because I've never made it before. So the water is boiling, so we're going to go ahead and dump our what am I trying to say? Elbows pasta. And these are at 225 grams. And I bought 4 of them. So that should make about a little over 24 ounces. I'm not quite sure what it is. And then I'm gonna give it a good stir. I can't find my wooden spoon that I prefer, but we're gonna let it boil for around 7 to 8 minutes. The elbow pasta is nice and al dente now. As you can see there, you can barely see the water, and they're massive. And I'm going to go ahead and jump the water out, and I'll do that off camera. Okay, so we got all our mac and cheese in here. Actually, I think this was actually the best size. I think this is an 8-quart. Now we're going to go ahead and put in some butter. So let me grab the butter. Okay, so where is my spoon? Here we are. So we're gonna just go ahead and put in butter. And we're just gonna let it stir it in, get it all over the noodles. Try and get as much as you can, about 3 tablespoons or so. Stir it around. Okay, so now that all your noodles are coated, you want to go ahead and take one of your bags of cheddar cheese, open it up if you can. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. If you live in Peru like me, you can get this at Walmart. I'm gonna go ahead and dump it in there. And you're gonna go ahead and just mix it in. Now I think I need to put another thing of cheese because it is not looking as cheesy as I'd like it. So go ahead and dump the next one. And then this is 226 grams or 8 ounces. Or if you wanna, if you're in the States, 2 cups. So I just put in 4 cups of cheese. So we're gonna let it go ahead and melt, but you wanna get it all over the macaroni. Whoop. Don't let it spill like I just did. think I'm gonna grab a little bit more butter. Okay, so off camera I added seasoning, sour cream, and the seasoning I used again, some chicken bouillon, paprika, some cracked pepper, and my garlic salt that also has pepper in it. I like pepper. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make a, Danny Rose calls it a custard, but it's because it'll be with the milk and eggs. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. So what I've got in here is heavy cream and whole milk. I'm about to crack 3 eggs and put it in. So I've added the 3 eggs, some cracked pepper, some seasoned salt, and some sour cream. You just want to make sure those eggs are nice and broken down and whipped up and mashed well with the dairy. So I realized something right when I was going to start building the macaroni pie, and I should have put it all in another bowl, because how am I supposed to build it with the custard if it's all already in there? So I've already turned my oven on, and just for reference for those not living in the US, this is where I have the temperature. It's around 200 degrees Celsius. I'll probably turn it down just slightly lower because 180 is about 350, I believe. But let me go ahead and get this done, because I'm starting to knock off little pieces of mac and cheese and I don't want to miss them. So I'll be right back. So here's my first layer. Here's the rest of mac and cheese. I'll then put on a layer of the custard. Okay, so you can see that there's a layer of half of the custard, and I'm gonna take this cheese. I don't have any other type of cheese. I'm sure there's mozzarella somewhere, but it's harder for me to figure out the Spanish name for it, so this is what you get. So I put a layer in there, and I will put some seasoning in there, and then I'll put another layer of mac and cheese custard, and then another layer of cheese, and then we'll put it in the oven. So I ran out of cheddar cheese, so I went through my refrigerator and found this. This is Monterey and Kobe Jack, which I like the difference in color, which is great. Also, just me and my family are eating this, so that's why I'm using my hands, no gloves. If I were to make it for a group of people or whatever, I would go get gloves. Okay, so we got to go ahead and put this in the oven, and I'll be back in about 45 minutes. Just so you know, if you're in Peru, this is what it looks like. I have just enough room to put in my Dutch oven, and then the timer is right here. So we'll go ahead and put that on, 45, and I'll see you in 45 minutes. So my mac and cheese is done, but I wanted to cut up some bacon and add it for a topping if people wanted to, because when I was a kid, my dad would make me mac and cheese, and what he would do is he would cut up pieces of hot dog and have it in the mac and cheese. So that's just something I like, and I know this makes it even more unhealthy, but I just like having bits and pieces of like cooked bacon around, because it's good for salads or a baked potato or mashed potatoes, or you can just have it with your eggs, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook these up, and I'm letting the mac and cheese sit in the oven. Let me see if I can get a better view. So now you see the crust on there, looks great. So I'm just gonna let it sit in there and get more I don't know, just not more crispy, but just keep it nice and warm while I'm finishing this up. So I just finished cooking up these bacon bits. I'm gonna make sure my dog Bandit gets a little bit of the fat, the oil from the bacon once it cools down with his dinner, and he'll be super excited. So let me go ahead and get these on a paper towel so that they can dry out some, and then I'll show you the finished product.
I want to crust.
So here is the lasagna. This is just the crust on top. So it's
Break it.
yummy.
She's doing it right now.
Okay, so here's the
Break it.
mac
Break
and
it.
cheese.
Break it. Break
Let me
it.
go ahead and
Break it.
get a
The
nice
satisfaction.
big scoop.
The satisfaction.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That looks
That
The
looks
satis-
so good.
The
I love
satisfaction.
food. Oh my gosh.
The satisfaction.
So we're gonna put it on
That's my plate.
here. That is your plate. It's very, very hot.
Put on the
Do you
bacon.
want some bacon on it?
Yo.
Wait, like a
Okay, let me put just a little bit of bacon on there. Toppy toppies. And there